if you want to be like controversial and talk about things that aren't like necessarily that talked about, I think that's fine.
Yep.
But you have to also be willing to come to it from an open-minded perspective, someone's perspective. You can't just come out and be like, fuck you, this is where I stand by, you're wrong, I'm right.
Yeah.
Because in those things, they're nuanced. And if the general consensus is one thing, like, times change.
100%.
Look at things that happened 40 years ago versus now and be like, I can't believe that happened then.
Even in just, with art and media, and we were talking about this when we brought up the Eddie Murphy stand-up
Yeah, exactly.
movies, like back in the day, oh, this is hilarious, but now it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Very misogynistic.
And I think it's hard for either side of any argument now to approach something level-headed for the most part, especially if it's done over the internet, and especially if it invokes an emotional knee-jerk reaction from the other
You
people.
still haven't listened to The Witch Trials of J.K. Rowling, have you?
I have not.
You need to do that. Everyone go listen to that podcast. It's on, I think, Spotify. I assume it's on other podcast platforms.
It would be, yeah.
It's so interesting because I think the girl that hosts it does such a good job of coming to things with an open mind and no judgment and making it a discussion, asking questions to genuinely hear the answers. Not to hear why the person's wrong, but to actually hear their perspective in it. I didn't walk away with an answer either way. I didn't walk away being like, yep, and J.K. Rowling is a good person, or J.K. Rowling's a worse person.
Yeah, so how do you feel about people who are just like, no, she said something that has upset me and my beliefs, so she must be a horrible person and needs to be cancelled?
I disagree
Now,
with that.
I don't know exactly what she said or anything. I'm not a Harry Potter fan, so I didn't look into it.
It's nothing
I
to do
know,
with
but like I didn't look into her thing because it's like, well, that person doesn't really interest me, so I'm not going to go into
Her
it.
initial thing was that she didn't think it was fair to allow equal rights to someone because they identified as something else.
Okay.
So she was saying, like, I, as a woman that has been abused in the past, do not feel comfortable with the idea that Johnny can now say that he identifies as a woman and can come into a bathroom store with me because he identifies as a woman. I don't feel safe with that. I think there needs to be more structure put in place. But she made the dumb mistake of using Twitter, which does not give you depth of character, does not give you a full eloquent conversation on it, and then she doubled down on her arguments on Twitter.
Yeah, and Twitter's also a cesspool for people that think their fucking opinions matter.
That's why I don't like Twitter.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. The fact is that that's what she said, and she offended a wide variety of people that identified in her books as an escape. And there's so many people out there that were like, I've known I was a female since I was 10, and I couldn't. What's it called when they change? What's that called?
Transition?
Transition. I couldn't transition until I was 18. So it wasn't as though I was like all of a sudden 18 and then decided I was going to do it. I wanted this since I was 10, and you've taken away my whole experience from this by saying these things. They're really hurtful and makes me diminish who I am as a person.
Yeah.
They featured people from the trans community in people who had just transitioned, people who transitioned for a while. There was like people who were experts in the field. There were people who have like blogs that talk about the problems and stuff. And then they interviewed her. And the girl that interviewed her was from the Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh, God.
And had left. And so her thing was she's like, I grew up in this. I was surrounded by it.
Yeah.
I was one of the people out there that was like picketing the funerals of soldiers and stuff. She's like, I did some terrible things, part of that church, because we believe what we're doing is right. I'm now out of it enough. And so she's now comes to the world with a much more open-minded opinion. And it just meant that there was an actual conversation. You could hear both sides without hearing fighting or arguing. And I thought that was a really interesting way to hear it. I think there's absolute flaws the way J.K. Rowling did things, and even some of her beliefs I don't agree with. But I don't think that means that she needs to be cancelled. Because I think you're allowed to have an opinion. And as soon as you go, you can't have an opinion on things, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I agree. People should be able to have an opinion, and unless you're actively calling for the hurt, the demoralization, the hatred towards certain people, like any person, then you should be able to have a place where you can say, look, this is what I think, and this is what I believe, and this is why, but I'm willing to hear your opinion on
Yeah.
it. And it's just, you know what? That I've only just seen the title of this video, "Worship the Internet" by Banks Arcade. So couldn't be more fitting that we're talking about that. Sometimes we just leave our discussions that we're having prior on there because we feel like some of you enjoy being.
This
a part
might be
of it.
a Patreon video. We talked about doing that. Maybe we'll do this as a Patreon video.
Yeah, true.
If you're watching this, it's probably exclusive to you guys. We are checking out Banks Arcade, Worship the Internet. Also, yeah, you are always welcome. Our comment section, I would love to be a discussion place. Keep it civil, be polite, but I definitely recommend actually listening to other people's opinions, particularly if they're different from you, because that's the way we grow as humans.
Yes.
Also, going to the gym. If you lift weights, you're going to grow.
If you sit at home on the couch and eat lots of fried chicken, you're going to grow as well, just in a bad way.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
Banks Arcade, they just got announced on the North Lane tour for next year.
Oh man, we're so excited for that tour.
I'm so pumped for that.
So excited.
Era, Landmarks, and Banks Arcade with our boys in North Lane.
Yeah.
Woo, baby.
Yeah, big fans of all those bands and been waiting for Landmarks to come out for quite some time.
Yeah.
Finally got that offer.
It's also
that was,
called the Dante Tour, which I wonder if that's like either a new single, new album. We don't know yet.
I believe it's a tribute to Dante's Peak, the volcano movie with Pierce Brosnan.
That movie scared me as a child.
Is it because the bit where the old lady is pushing the thing across the acid river and her legs all get fucked up and all mangled and gross? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that. I remember the guys in the hot springs. That
Oh, yeah.
That bit. I think I got to that bit. I was like, well, I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm
never
scared.
gone in a hot spring.
There might be lava. So that's why I'm always cold.
Well, we love you guys. So if you're still here, thanks. And let's check this out.
3, 2, 1. Warning!
Oh, god damn it. Not enough violence for today.
Recommend for mature audiences, and that's not you.
Fuck. Immature audiences. Just a cartoon dick just flies across the screen. Yay!
You don't need to pause it. What are you
Yeah,
trying to
I'm
say?
not gonna- yeah.
It's not worth the joke, is it?
Just the big person here reminds me of someone.
You when you look in the mirror at home.
No, I don't wear a GIMP mask. Breakfast of Champions right there.
Look alive, it's never been a better time to be mine. Take sides with the villains, turn fake dials, keep them listening. Gotta die for the prize when the kids start killing. Look alive, it's never been a better time to be fed up and fucked off with it. When they tell you don't try, look alive, when they show me dollar signs, cut the lights, kill 'em. I'm fighting better with the lights out. Don't try, shut your fucking eyes out. I fight better with the lights out. Ooh. You can't hide, shut your fucking eyes out. You're safe with me, we won't run when the night gets bloody. Take a picture and say it with me. Everybody just love me. It's never better. We're gonna live forever. I'm finding heaven right at my fucking fingertips. We've got the venom, drink it before they fuck your Reddit. They're only looking for the next best sedative. We found time to waste it on losing. Swore not to break and undo it. All part of the game, just don't hesitate. Come out with your pain, looking pretty for the better days. No time to change, so keep losing. We're all built to break, you can't choose it. All part of the game, just go medicate. Come out with your fists up, looking for an enemy. I fight better with the lights out.
Production, this is sick.
Yep.
This
Really
is
like
super
it.
fun and interesting.
It gives me a vibe of so many different bands mixed in there. You know, like bands like Wargasm, Hot Milk, Ena Shikari. I know they're all British
I was
bands.
going to say, yeah, just anyone in England.
But just the eclectic nature of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really cool. It is super eclectic. It's super interesting.
I'm enjoying it a lot.
down, it's just a little risky. Trust me, baby, you'd be crazy if you missed this. No pain, no fame, it's a safe space. And I hate for that pretty face to go to waste. Tell me how you feel, tell me what you want, bitch. Shorty, you got a problem that we can go fix. It gets tough at the bottom if you don't undress. So put that knife to the test and tell them that I'm next. You fight violence, you fight violence.
It's a very unnerving clip.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, look at that moves. Oh, damn.
We found time to waste it, don't lose it. Swore not to break, then I do it. All part of the game, just don't hesitate. Come out with your pain, looking pretty for the better days. No time to change, so keep losing. We're all built to break, you can't choose it. All part of the game, just go medicate. Come out with your fists up, looking for an enemy. I'll fight better with the lights out. Don't try your fucking eyes out. I fight better with the lights out. You can't hide. Try your fucking eyes out.
Yeah, that was fun. This band is doing cool things.
Yeah. Banks Arcade are a band that we have checked out on the channel before once.
Yeah.
And I see their name pop up so often in circles that we frequent in terms of what we listen to, the tours and stuff like that. And for whatever reason, I've never really done a deep dive into their stuff. That changes today because they're super interesting. And I think we check out a lot of music on this channel and we love our metalcore, we love our pop punk, you know, stuff that there's a lot of bands that sit very close in the soundscape.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so cool to have bands like this
That stand out.
and like Wargasm that are doing things that are completely different and
Yeah.
going against the grain. And I'm also excited that they're on that show because it's going to make for an interesting bill.
Super interesting bill.
Yeah. I think it's really cool. That's 4 very different bands on that bill.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's just a great thing. I think that's just a really cool thing. I really enjoyed that. That was fun.
What do you guys think? Have you checked out much of Banks Arcade before, or is Worship the Internet your first time listening to them? If so, I would recommend doing a deep dive. As I said, as Johnny said, we have checked them out before. I've got them on a few playlists. I've got them on some heavy vibes.
You've done a bit of a deep dive?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, cool.
They played the same night as someone else at a show I was bummed I couldn't go to. It was Andrew McMahon. When I went and saw Andrew McMahon from Something Corporate play, he was upstairs at the factory. They were downstairs at the factory.
No way.
Yeah, it was a bummer. It was
Okay.
bad timing, but I would have liked to have gone to that because it would have been fun. So stoked we're going to see them with North Lane early next year.
And they're on Unified as well. And Unified are great and they're our friends and we really like them.
We do really like them.
And we really like you.
Thanks for bearing with us, listening to us rant at the start. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.